Okay, what's going on, guys? You might hear my air conditioner. It is warm. So, what you guys are going to see on this is not the right video. This is the right video. The other video was a Courtney Ryan video that I'm doing for my other channel. If you guys are interested in that, check the pinned comments in the description. Not the description, the pinned comments down below. Sorry. I keep forgetting. So, let's just get to it. So, Coach Lee, one of the greatest of all time, great YouTuber, too. If you know what he's doing, if you know, right? So anyway, let's do it.
And I'm going to explain what happens when you don't contact your ex. If you're wondering about what goes on with your ex when you don't contact them, it's probably because you are considering using the no contact rule. Your ex has broken up with you, and now you think, will the no contact rule help me get them back? I've heard Coach Lee talk about it, and I'm wondering how it impacts them. I have other videos that talk about this in other ways. This is one where I will talk about it in a way I haven't before. I'm going to tell you 5 things that happen when you don't contact your ex. And this is generally speaking. No contact doesn't work in every single situation, even though I wish that it did, but it works a lot. And when it does, this is what happens. The first thing is that you stop or prevent a fight. And why that's important is because if there is a fight about this, and a lot of people fight about the breakup. Why won't you work on it? Why won't you take me back? Why are you doing this?
So I just realized that this was really quiet. I apologize. So during a lot of breakups, the reason why the breakup even happened in the first place is because of too much negativity. And we're going to talk about that at the end of the video with this chart here. Okay. So too much negativity can breed a breakup. So when you fight or you disagree with the breakup, which is okay. You can disagree with it, but you have to let it happen. You have to give it to them. Giving them the breakup is extremely, extremely important because you're going to communicate value. If you start chasing, right? Chasing is only going to communicate that you don't value your time or value yourself. So let's keep going.
You should be talking with me. It turns into one side versus the other. So instead of you having any semblance of being on the same side of the table, it is opposing forces. And your ex becomes the defender of themselves. They are defending themselves against you. Mm-hmm. And so it puts them on the opposite side of the table, and they become a good warrior against you. And if they are used to fighting you on this, on anything, but especially in this moment, then it's difficult for them to have feelings of warmth. And it's difficult for them to go to the other side because a lot of times people will fight even if they don't believe the things they're fighting for. They're just so used to fighting against something else. And a lot of times they don't really know why, except that they have always fought it. And that can actually happen with your ex. They just get used to fighting against the relationship and fighting for the breakup and feeling like they're defending themselves against you. And they get in this rut where their emotions and their mind connect. And they, even if they don't know why, will keep fighting against you. And you don't want that to be a possibility. So, whereas after the breakup, I tell people, you should tell them, I don't agree with this. I think we're great together. I don't want to be broken up with you. I don't want this to end. Let them know that. But you also have to have the ability to realize you don't always get what you want and that they want something different. And that you're not going to get what you want by making them to go against their own heart. And in the moment,
I see people do that all the time. People do that in my coaching all the time. Oh, Kyle, I begged, I pleaded, I did this, I did that. You do not want to do that. And you might have already done it. So here's the thing. If you have, do not continue to do that. Don't think that it's completely, over either. Well, okay. In one hand, you do want to start having that energy about you. And again, we're going to talk about that at the end of the video with this chart. Because when you start understanding that a relationship is only going to be a certain part of your life, not your entire focus, you're going to start acting in a different way. And a lot of people make their relationship their focus, which is going to put you in a certain fearful state. Okay? Because if the relationship starts getting rocky, right, you're going to be down here in the orange because you're going to be all full of fear and worry. Okay? So you want to be, as an individual, working on getting up to your power section. So it's really important that you do not pursue, do anything extra, okay? I tell my students this all the time when they come into my coaching. I say, look, where are you in life? Because if they don't have a really good answer, if they don't know, right? A lot. I get this a lot. I don't. Right? I don't know. You end up making her your purpose. When you make her your purpose and the relationship your purpose, okay, you are so going to be afraid to lose it, and then you're going to act out of pocket. She's not going to be as attracted to you as she is supposed to be. Okay. Now I'm speaking from a man to, masculine to a feminine perspective, but it's the same thing, right? Women, but men want something completely different from relationships. Okay. Now, men want somebody to, support them. Okay. We want support. We want, a calm, loving household to come back to, feminine, fit, feminine, friendly. Good old Kevin Samuels, right? Fit, feminine, friendly. So it's different for guys. A lot of girls will ask me, does this work for men? Well, needy women are still unattractive, but men will put up with that kind of behavior longer than women will. So anyway, that's a whole thing.
Moment, they think they don't want to be with you. Accept that could change, but that right now that's what's going on. If you fight them when they believe they feel this way, and they do feel this way, this is their reality, they will feel that you are trying to make them go against their own heart. And it will be very difficult for you to get any traction on that. And
I've tried doing that.
Will grow to resent you, and they will.
So back in the day when I went through this, I tried doing that exact same thing. Sorry, let's go back 5 seconds.
Very difficult for you to get any traction on that. And they will grow to resent you, and they will fight against you and be defensive all the time, and you won't make progress. You will severely delay the window that opens when you could get them back. By not contacting them, you show them you're not fighting them on this. You're letting them make their own decision, what they think is best for themselves, which is what you have to do in life when you're dealing with an adult. Children need help with their decisions. And sometimes, if they make the wrong ones, an adult who cares about them and knows better needs to help them make the right one, even if it means making that for them. But with another adult in this situation, you cannot make their decision. And it is a terrific sign of maturity if you accept their decision, and they will see that. Number 2, when you don't contact your ex, you prevent this desire for escape. Because if you are just contacting them and talking to them and sending them letters and won't let them get the breakup that they think they want,
the good old fucking letter. I really hope you guys didn't do that.
Then they will see this escape from you, this escape from the relationship, as some beautiful thing in the distance they can't get to. And why is that? That's because of you. You don't want them seeing you as what's keeping them from escaping. When you fight them, when they feel like they can't pull away from you, they will feel like that they are trying to escape. And what is it that you want to escape? It's a trap. It's a cage. So don't let it feel like you are a cage keeping them from escaping, because that will only make them try to escape more. It will make them have energy and fight inside of them to run further away from you emotionally and to feel like you are the one keeping them from happiness. And you don't want them to feel that at all. As a matter of fact, you want them to wonder if happiness was with you, to give them the opportunity to look back at the days, the times, the experiences, the moments you had together, and for them to wonder, was that happiness? Did I just give away happiness? But if you make it to where they're fighting so much, trying to get to this other place, even if they haven't thought of it necessarily that way before, or it hasn't had such a colossal status attached to it, the more they fight to escape, the more that concept seems to be wonderful and where fulfillment for them is. So you actually build up the breakup and the escape from you if you make it into something they want to escape from. And so giving it to them, as far as giving them the breakup, is such a powerful thing to do. It's the most attractive thing you could do because it shows lots of strength, confidence, and maturity. So there's lots of things going on here. Take a quick second and subscribe to this channel so you can be notified when I have more videos like this.
So that is where the review will stop. Really good information. So when I coach people, what he's really saying in a nutshell is you want to give them the breakup because it's going to help them think about you. He's just breaking it down into extreme detail. So I want you guys to take a look at this chart here. on the right. And for anybody who's on the phone, I know it's going to be really small for you. I just don't want to mess around with the video too much. But anyway, actually, we can probably zoom in just a bit. There we go. So when you guys are giving them the breakup, you are actually acting powerful. Okay? You're accepting. Okay? You're moving towards a neutral place. Now, I know you're going to be up and you're going to be down. You're going to be up, you're going to be down. You're going to be feeling like shit, you're going to be feeling good. The frequency of that is crazy in the beginning, right? In the beginning, you're going to be all over the place. You're going to be, oh my God, fuck that bitch. And oh my God, fuck that dude. Whoever you are. And then you're going to be like, I really miss them. So when you guys are in the shitty moments, you guys are really, really suffering. That's when you guys usually reach out for coaching and calls and help. And in what I try to do, and I think I don't know if he coaches people directly anymore. I think he has coaches working for him. But what I try to do with my students is I try to get them to ground themselves and understand that it's okay to feel what you're feeling, but you have to take control of what you can control, right? So many of you are going, oh my God, what are they going to do? They're going to move on. They're going to forget about me. They're going to be with another person. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. What do I do? They're acting so anxious, right? So full of fear. See, when you understand, I have a long-time student that's been in my coaching for a long time, and he just doesn't want to see the painting, the writing on the wall. And I keep telling him, look, if you don't have to do the work if you don't want to. That's up to you. I don't give a shit, right? But you came here trying to get some help. I tell you what to do. And this particular person was dealing with insecurities, okay? Insecurity, okay, is when you don't understand something, you're going to be more insecure about it. That was his issue, right? So he doesn't understand women. He doesn't understand what women are looking for, okay? And you can tell somebody till you're blue in the face what to do. But if they're not ready to see the truth, they're not going to learn, right? For many of you, this is exactly what's happening. You guys aren't willing to see the truth about attraction. You're not willing to see the truth about how women and men are, what they're looking for. Why do you think Kevin Samuels was so popular, right? Because he was challenging people to take a look at their bullshit and go, is this working for you or not? Because if you're, super overweight, unhealthy, you have a bad attitude about life, you're broke, you're this, you're that. If you have all of these things going on in your life, right? Okay, so you need to work on them. And that's why he was so popular, because he even spoke to men. Tate, why is Tate popular? Right? That was because a lot of young men don't have that kind of a figure in their life to look up to. Now, does he, that's a whole video about the things that I agree and disagree with, right? I agree with most of what he says because I see the marketing behind a lot of it too, okay? But that's the point. Challenge your beliefs, challenge your truths. So when you do this no contact stuff, you have to understand that a lot of it, most of it, is self-work. So imagine if you knew that they were never coming back, right? So you start doing this work anyways. What you would do to attract a new person is what you would do to attract your ex back. Okay? That's as simple as that. So do coaching, do mentorship, do whatever it takes to do the work for you. Do everything you can to, this is called raising your vibration, right? Now, I'm sure many of you guys have heard of this, but raising your vibration is easier than you think, because being here a lot of the times, guys, is just a choice. You guys may feel like you're slaves to your emotions and feelings, but once reading the Sedona method and reading Letting Go, you're going to realize that your emotions and you start like this, but then you realize that you actually observe your emotions. Okay? So for example, when something happens and you get angry, you can see I'm getting mad and I shouldn't be getting mad, but why am I getting mad, right? You can see it happening and then you can actually pull back from it and go, what am I getting mad for? This doesn't make any sense, right? So, and then you don't have to be a slave to that, because when you're a slave to something or addicted to something, right? Or you're identified with something, then you're going to react instead of respond. Okay. So this is what I teach myself to do. I practice this on a daily basis. Okay. When you practice stoicism, right? I don't do it all the time because a lot of guys are weird and they'll say like, oh my God, like, you need to be stoic all the time. It's like, look, that's great. But it's a lot harder than you think, especially when you care about getting to a certain place, right? We all have emotions, and I think emotions have to be controlled. And sometimes, no matter what stage you're at, it's hard to control that. I'm not perfect. I don't lose control very often, but it does happen, right? And that's why this is important to practice this. Right now, personally speaking, this is just a side note. I am extremely tired of incompetencies with businesses that are okay. So I've been interacting with businesses that are at a higher level than me, and when you get to the point of interacting and operating with faceless corporations, there's such a disconnect between departments, right? It's just they're idiots, and a lot of the times because of the way that I run my business, not Masculine Energy, that's different. But my media company, the way I run that is very tight and very interconnected, and they communicate with each other. That's the only way that it's going to work properly, right? But then you see just dumbass shit happening at that level, and I'm just tired of it, right? So that's the last thing that I lost my shit over, okay? Because I'm not going to preach to you and pretend that I'm a perfect dude, because I'm not. I'm trying to do better, right? Just like you. And I've just reached certain levels that are ahead of some people, right? But there are people out there that I aspire to be like, right? So speak your truth, do you, and work on your side hustles. Make your 10K a month. I talk about this. I've been talking about this more lately, but making 10K a month is actually easier than you think. So guys, you can do an agency model. You could do content marketing models. You could do all kinds of things. I personally do. I don't like doing outbound, in your face ads kinds of businesses. I like people coming to me, but that also comes with the whole idea of delayed gratification. Now, this is not the topic of this video. I should probably do a video just about how the whole money talks thing. I might do just live streams about that actually. But if you want to learn about that, it is a skill. It takes a lot of fucking time, depending on your work ethic. It's a skill. It's a new skill. Okay. Because once you learn how to do this, you can do this with any business, right? Then you can become an SEO consultant, which is something that I've been doing. Okay. It's a new skill. So if you want to start going down that road, you can message me on Instagram, email me. I'm not on Twitter very much. Not on this account anyway. So email, everything's in the description box down below. Instagram, but they've changed the way that they do their, like when a stranger messages me, I have to actually go in and check it, where it used to be like, it used to be easy. And if you really want to do it and learn about it and actually, have me help you do it. Now, I'm not going to hold your hand. You have to learn the skill yourself and apply the knowledge yourself, but I'll guide you through the stuff so you don't make any mistakes, years of mistakes, right? That you can do a coaching call with me. Everything's down below. Now, for the relationship stuff, please consider doing coaching with him. I covered his video. I like Coach Lee. I don't know how the paid coaching works with him, if you actually talk to him or if you talk to his coaches, right? But if you have anything that you guys want to ask me, I'm always here. And we'll probably be covering like Corey Wayne next or something like that. Work on yourselves, guys. It's really important. I've never, I'm kind of just talking now, but I've never really considered being like a massive YouTuber, because I've always just worked on my side businesses and stuff. But a big part of me wants to sort of go down that road a little bit and just be a mentor to people. But I understand that I'll have to be quite controversial and in order to do that, in order to grow faster. But we'll see what happens. I'll see you guys in the next video. If you want coaching and all that stuff, it's down below. If you guys want access to this chart There are 2 books that you have to pick up. One's called The Sedona Method, and the other book is called Letting Go by David Hawkins. So you're going to see these charts inside. Okay? Everything will be in the pinned comments down below.